This is the Wisdom Podcast.
Welcome to the first episode of the Wisdom Podcast, where we interview leading thinkers in the Buddhist world. My name is Daniel Aiken, and I'm the Associate Publisher for Wisdom. I recently travelled to India to interview His Holiness the Karmapa. His Holiness is the leader of the Karma Kagyu school of Tibetan Buddhism. And in today's interview, we hear His Holiness's thoughts on things such as the transmission of Dharma over the internet, his thoughts and experiences with vegetarianism, and the plan for reinstatement of full ordination of Buddhist nuns within the Tibetan Buddhist tradition.
Your Holiness, what about these days we are getting, some people get empowerments on the internet and won't.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was interested in, is this okay? Is it suitable? Or?
I think this is where maybe we need to do some research or this investigation on that, whether that is appropriate or not.
Yeah.
But I think some places they can't, some people, they have difficulty to come to me, the teacher, to receive by themselves. And then this is the only way they can receive the empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
For this kind of situation, I think it's understandable. We can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher also maybe, well informed.
Mm-hmm.
He also understands that situation.
Mm-hmm.
The student also have strong sort of this kind of strong wish to receive, but he or she could not meet maybe some restriction or some economic problem, then I think this kind of situation maybe we can understand.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, people knows, we can receive from internet, then people going easy way.
Mm-hmm.
There's this easy way there. Even you have the skill, you have the you can visit or you can go, but you take this sort of easy road.
Yeah.
Like, okay, then I think a little bit it's not respect.
Yeah.
Respecting Dharma.
Yes.
It's not take serious.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little bit you are going the easy way. I think then that is not good.
So Your Holiness, it's like specific skillful means in particular context.
Yeah.
And depending strongly on motivation as well.
Yeah. But like ordination,
Yes.
I think it's difficult to give through the internet. Difficult to receive through the internet. Because ordination should be really should be there in the front of the teacher.
Yes. That makes sense. Yeah, so this is a problem not just in Dharma student-teacher, but you're saying also in family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. This kind of, virtual connection, I think is not serve the purpose. Like, we don't have real sort of, when we have a friend, but we still sort of alone, lonely.
Yeah.
That's why I think we need to rely on those sort of technical technology, but we should beyond technology. This should be the friendship or this teacher and student relationship. We should be on those kind of technology communication. We need mind communication. We need more sort of spiritual communication. We are just kind of touch communication.
So being in close contact is important. Not
We have touch screen,
yeah.
but we can't touch the person.
Yeah. So it doesn't
We are
help a lot.
touching the machine.
Machine
Yeah,
is not living.
not living.
Then Your Holiness, you recently visited America,
Yes.
United States,
Yes.
and so I was wondering if you had any ideas about the conditions required in the West for Dharma to flourish. Anything you saw or came to your mind, or any stories?
I think all the Dharma centers should be stronger. Should be more professional, more stronger. But that means there should have some sort of not just traditional sort of education, but some modern education and methods to sort of provide the Dharma, to sort of introduce the Dharma by sort of some sort of new way, new sort of methods, using new methods to introduce the Dharma to the public, to the people. And also sometimes it's not necessary to people. They have different kinds of people. Some people they're ready to become a serious practitioner, and some it's not. Some just like it. They like the sort of maybe Buddhist teaching, but they are not ready to become a Buddhist follower. Or I think for those people, we also have some kind of another way of sort of another path they can take.
So different classes for those people who are
Yeah,
not
yeah.
really Buddhist, but
Yes,
want to.
because usually we have sort of three individuals, three categories. But we have another one, like we should have another one is those people only focus in this life
This life. Yeah.
and no interest like in next life or this.
Yeah.
They want to improve this life.
Yes. So not really religious practitioner,
Yeah.
but
Secular.
secular.
Yeah.
Also, Dharma centers in the West should have some
Secular.
ability to help the secular
Yeah.
population.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Using Dharma methods.
Yes, because that is already available in the Dharma. Because some of the Buddhist teaching and the Bodhisattva sutras, they mention that very clearly. But in the past, we focus those people sort of become or maybe wish to become a Dharma practitioner or serious practitioner. We just focused those, but we didn't focus this, like secular. But now it's more and more secular people, like this kind of people interested in secular.
Then, Your Holiness, you mentioned about the modern methods in Dharma, in Western Dharma centers. That's for both ways, for the secular way and for the Buddhist students?
Yeah, this, same meaning, but using different technique. Yeah.
And Your Holiness, you visited many universities.
Yes.
We saw you at Harvard
Yes.
speak, and I was wondering if you, your observations of those universities, if you thought, the Buddhist monastic universities, some tools and methods used in there, like the Bay.
Yeah.
Is there anything you could see from the Buddhist monastic university that might help Western universities, or the other way, Western to
I think both.
yeah.
We need to sharing more sort of how to say
Exchanging.
exchanging our sort of experience, our sort of methods. I think that is it's important. I think Western new methods, maybe there is more people can easily understand. People can easily sort of accept or maybe understand or this. Then the traditional methods, sometimes I think it's more deeper. They can using the traditional methods, we can go deeper, and then we can go to the sort of and also that's why we need both.
Yeah. It's true. Like it seems like in the monastery you like stick with one text, like Umla Jukpa.
Yeah.
One here or
Yeah.
more. And then so the depth comes.
Yes.
You know, so like this is how you it's
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yes.
Then Your Holiness, we heard you speak on ordination for
Yes.
women when you were there,
Yeah.
and I thought that our wisdom listeners might want to hear your thoughts around this and your plan. I thought it might be helpful to hear this again. What made you come to this decision, and what is your current thoughts?
I think this time the people when they introduced me and particularly introduced this ordination matter, then they're just a little bit sort of made up, little bit. Like, oh, I'm the sort of first person, like I'm the, how to say this, training point or something.
Tipping point.
Training, I'm the first man that's doing this.
Innovation.
Actually, that is not true. That is a little bit made up.
Yes.
A little bit like a. But I think because His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and also I have lots of scholars. They spend a long time, actually, almost 20 years, a long time to investigating this issue, rather than Mula whether tradition of Gelongma can restore or not. That is one issue. And the second one is, if that is not impossible, then we should consider another option, that we can receive the vow from different sort of Buddhist tradition, the Vinaya tradition. And that is maybe the Dharma-gupta tradition, that is the Chinese tradition, Chinese Vinaya tradition. And being discussed, they have lots of issues like that. And because of this, then I'm studying, like, I got some sort of interest. There's so much this discussion is going on. So much sort of debate is going on. That's why I'm starting to sort of have some interest in this issue. Then of course they have in the past some Karmapas also have involved that issue, like the 8 Karmapa. Actually he gave the Gelongma ordination. Looks like history, some of the history showing 8 Karmapa gave Gelongma ordination by himself, like this, like that. And that's why this, the Karmapa, historically, the Karmapa is also involved that issue.
Yeah.
And then that's why I took some interest, and also the Karma Kamsang, the senior Rinpoches, and also the scholars, and also the general public, they are requesting to me to sort of to make that is valuable. Like, please, you do something, and the Karmapa ordination is possible.
So many conditions.
Many conditions.
Connection with the
Yeah,
Karmapas, ex-Karmapa.
Yeah.
This time when people are
From the
requesting.
beginning, I don't have any interest.
Yeah.
Then it's just like studying. Like, there's lots of causing conditions.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. Next year, we have this process begin from next year. Next year, we need to give some preliminary vows. Then need to hold one of the special vows. Need to hold for 2 years. After that, they can receive the Bhikshuni vows. Bhikshuni vow. Then, after 10 years, then they can give the Bhikshuni vow to other people, other nuns.
It's a long process starting next
Yeah.
year.
That's why we are doing quickly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, in that time, after 10 years, I become old. And if we wait another 10 years,
Yeah.
I'm not so sure I'm still alive or not.
We can't investigate forever, yeah.
Yeah.
The scholars can investigate,
Yeah.
so good.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Holiness. Your Holiness, you talked about vegetarianism as well.
Yes.
And then also you talked about it as this it was an experience. You talk about one story when you were young. And so that vegetarianism
Yes.
from an experience.
Yes.
So I think this is important as well. So could you tell that?
Actually, to be a vegetarians, I think it's a little bit difficult for Tibetan people, like in ancient time. Still, also have some part of the Tibet area. It's a little bit difficult, and especially nomads. I'm born a nomad. They have some difficulty because our main food is like animal product. We don't have much vegetables, and because the Tibetan culture can grow these vegetables. Those things. That time we don't have this, science technique. It's very difficult. Now they have some improved. The situation is improved. Then that's why, but still, and that this issue also, I heard, maybe I think, from the fourth Karmapa to the 10th Karmapa, all vegetarian, from 4th to 10th. Because in the Karmapa have this special encampment. That means he visit a lot. He going different places. He's not stay in one places, but he just encampment, moving. Each part of the Tibetan, sometime in China or Mongolians even. Then he have this lots of tent or encampment. In the encampment, not allowed to bring meat. Not allowed to bring meat.
So all the monks are vegetarian.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
I think
Maybe
they need to go outside.
Yeah.
Especially some of the Karmapas, they are very restricted for vegetarians. Even in the monasteries, they are not allowed to cook meat. And sometime, if you are vegetarian, you can get special food, non-vegetarian food. Like you can get special food they will serve. Even I think I heard that during the 16th Karmapa's time, one monk is vegetarian. Then he can get special meal. for him, like this patient. That tradition is almost there, kept. Then I'm personally, I have this strong feeling when I was very young. I saw the animals killing. I saw this image very strong. Still, I can remember that. At that time, it's because maybe summertime or this autumn. We are killing this. Tied the muzzle. It will take a long time to die.
Yeah.
Then I'm there. I'm crying and jumping and this. Then every time their family want to kill something, they'll just like little fooling me, like you're going somewhere.
Yes.
Like this. Of course, I'm still eating meat. I like eating meat.
Yes.
Actually, not just like. Then come to India. Actually, India is so hot. The meat is not that taste like Tibet.
Yeah.
Maybe that is a good thing. Good luck. Then I think start to sort of. I have a thought. Then I just stop eating meat for maybe almost 10 years. Nearly, maybe 8 or 9 years. Then also I will go to the monastery to stop sort of not cooking, serve the non-vegetarian meals. Centers, monasteries in India, Nepal, Bhutan. And also in Tibet, the monasteries also stop.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
And also some villages, like village, they stop eating meat.
Wonderful.
Yes. And that year, actually I didn't thought, I don't have this plan.
Yes.
I just talk and then that year, some people from Lhasa told me, that year the Lhasa meat, this sales is gone.
Really?
Gone down.
Wow.
Join us again in our next episode of the Wisdom Podcast, where I speak with Elijah Ari, one of the first Westerners recognized as the reincarnation of a Tibetan master, and who, after studying as a monk in India, went on to earn his PhD in religious studies at Harvard University.
He said, yes, yeah. And he said Geshe Jetse was my teacher, and he said Geshe Jetse's reincarnation lives in North America. And I said, yeah, I know. And he said, you know him? And I said, I couldn't help it. I said a little. Oh, you know him? I said a little. He said, well, maybe, can you tell me where he is? And I said, yeah, he's standing in front of you.
Wow.
And he burst into tears.
Wow.
It was an extremely touching moment. And he said, at that time, I was the one responsible for your body when you passed away. He said, I never thought I would see you again.